Now, complacency has a sister and a brother. Because, again, they're similar, they're synonyms, but they're a little different. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
Win.
Win.
Overcome.
Overcome.
Win.
Win.
Laziness and stagnation. Now, complacency, you can be doing good things. You can be doing godly things. You just haven't done any more.
Yeah.
You can be doing something and just be comfortable. And I'm going to just stay right here. I'm going to just stick with my treadmill, and I don't have to do any other machine. I'm doing something. I'm good. But I have to have a vision for more.
Yep.
But then when I get a vision, and I see the elliptical, I see the weight machines, I see the pull-up bars, and I don't feel like doing it. I'm not inclined. I'm not motivated. Then I become lazy. In 2 Kings, the 7th chapter. And this is the interesting one. Again, sisters and brothers, laziness is I don't want to do it, even if it is possible for me to do it. Even if I have the opportunity to do it, I just don't want to do it. You can hear that person. You all may not have heard anybody recently say this, but that person that says, I don't know. What you doing? Nothing. You want to go play? I don't know. You want to go do this? I don't know. Stop being lazy. Also, stagnation. Just holding still with no purpose anymore, or not fulfilling your purpose. What happens to water when it stays still? It gets stagnant. It gets stank. Do you notice that we use water on such a consistent basis? The only way water is able to clean is if it's moving. Moving water cleans. Moving water, hot water, which is the molecules moving fast in the actual solution. It does something. Because with hot water, you can make hot tea. With cold water, you can quench your thirst. But very few people like me like room temperature water. For me, room temperature is the same as cold water. But it's effective. But for anything else, if it doesn't move, it's stagnant. So what do we need to do? We need to be moving. And the people that are going to prove this point are 4 lepers. 2 Kings, the 7th chapter, verse 3 through 5 says, and there were 4 leprous men of Israel. They were in the family, but they were lepers, so they're cast outside of the city. There were 4 leprous men at the entering of the gate, and they said one to another, why sit here? Sitting involves being still. Why sit here until we die? If you stay in one place and don't move over some time, you're going to die. If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. Change. If we sit still here, we die also. No change. Now therefore come, and let us make a decision to do something. Let us move from our current spot, because when we stay here, we know that death is definite, imminent. There's no discussion. I mean, obviously. We need to move. So let us therefore come and let us fall into the host of the Syrians, that if they save us alive, we shall live.
Right.
But if they kill us, we would have died anyway.
Amen.
And they acted on their decision that they unanimously made. They rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the utmost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. Now the story in the background was, the Syrian army had raided the areas. And they were having a party in the camp. But then those 4 men decided to start moving. They didn't let the everyday enemy keep them down.
All right.
Because they chose to just change location, to move.
Yeah.
Those 4 men, 8 feet, God caused those feet to sound like an army.
Yeah.
And the whole army of Syria ran away.
Yep.
They dropped the shish kebab, ran away.
Yeah.
They dropped the wine, they ran away.
Yeah.
They were that person. Have you ever seen the cartoons where a person gets so scared by a loud noise and they're on a motorcycle, they throw the motorcycle down or the bicycle down and they just run on foot because they actually think they're going to get away faster on foot?
Yeah.
I've seen people leave their cars, bam, and they leave the car in park. But they leave the car and run on foot because they're going to get away. But those 4 men made a decision, moved, and the whole army ran away.
Amen.
Did those 4 men win?
They
Yes,
won.
they did. They chose not to be lazy or stagnant anymore.
Amen.
And the spoils, they had so much spoils, they went in and started just collecting stuff with what they had. They could grab a bag because the bags were already in there. Then they went and go hit it. And then they came back for round 2. And after a while, they were convicted. You know what? We need to share. We just wrong for this. We need to go back and tell somebody.
All right.
And then the whole city got blessed.
Amen.
All because people made a decision to move. We can't let the everyday enemy win.
Amen.
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Win.
All right, I'm almost done. Number 5 of 7. Enemy number next. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Busyness.
Right.
And for the record, this is spelled correctly.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just for the record. Because if you put an I instead of the Y, then it's business.
Business.
But busyness is in the Merriam-Webster. I double checked, I promise you. Busyness. There is a balance that we must maintain. So laziness, thou shalt not be lazy. Neighbor, win.
Win.
But at the same token, we can't be so busy that we don't take the time to rest.
Amen.
Why? Because the enemy wants you to run. The everyday enemy wants you to run yourself ragged so that he takes you out on your own terms. The thief is sneaky. I'm just saying. Now you see me, now you know. The thief coming to steal and take away from you so that you're losing. But we're overcomers. We just win.
Amen.
Exodus. Familiar stories. Who are we going to talk about? Moses. Moses. Moses was a man of God. Moses was commissioned by God to pull the children of Israel out of Egypt, and he was obedient. He was moving. He wanted to be complacent because he was 40 years chilling out, met a wife and had a family and everything. But God called him for his new vision. I need you to come and take my people out so they can enjoy the freedom too. So he wasn't lazy. He got up. He didn't wait either. He got up. He got in step after God convinced him. But then he kept working. And when one man takes care of about 3 million people, 3 million people, he had a father-in-law who watched him sit down at 6 o'clock in the morning, hypothetically, and started judging issues. Some of them were real and big. Some of them were simply, he knocked my donkey over and he killed him. Now I want retribution. Something so simple. Well, if you knocked his over, give him one of yours. Duh. And he sat from 6 a.m. hypothetically to 9 p.m. hypothetically. And only thing he did was eat somewhere in the middle, but he stayed in one spot. His behind got stale, stagnant. It just everything, he didn't move. He kept doing work. He kept being busy. He kept, but he didn't get real rest because his mind has so many things going on.
That's right.
We cannot afford to not rest. We have to take out the double negatives. We have to purposely rest.
Amen.
I'm starting to learn as a taxpayer now and a working woman. You're going to have to plan out your day, and part of that plan is your sleep time.
Amen.
Now I understand why people talk about 8 o'clock. All right, well, it's about that time. And I'm like, y'all still doing stuff? I've been in the bed. I'd be happy to go to bed around about 8 o'clock because I'm up early doing stuff. I don't procrastinate anymore.
Yeah.
That everyday enemy, boom, because I win.
That's right.
And as a result of Moses listening to his father,
That's right.
what did I say? Exodus 18 and 17. I'm not reading all of that. But Exodus 18 and verse 17, Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Judging people, doing what you're supposed to do, yes. But all day, every day?
All right.
No, it's not good.
That's right.
Thou wilt surely wear away, both thou and greatest people. If you, the visionary, are too tired to actually move forward towards the vision because you keep doing little stuff,
Yeah.
you're going to wear yourself out. They're going to stress you out more. They're not going to pick up on the fact that you need to recharge with rest.
Yes.
And then you die. What they going to do next?
All
Them
right.
crazy people going to go back to Egypt. I said it because it's true.
All right.
So he told him, get you some people, anoint them to have your mindset, put the Spirit of God on them, and let them handle the small stuff. And not just the small, but even the medium stuff. You should only have to worry about the hard stuff. Because your vision needs to be focused on this tabernacle. And anything else, I need to get my people to the promised
Right.
land. I got
Right.
bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Handle the little tilapia. Handle the shrimp.
All right.
Fix it. Fix it.
Amen.
And did Moses win?
Yes.
Yes. He almost lost.
Yeah.
He almost lost.
I know
But
something.
we have an advocate over our adversary.
Amen.
And God has surrounded us with what? Good health.
Good help.
So that we can
Win.